Leo, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So this is your May 2018 love reading. Each month you get two readings, general and just a general love reading, and sometimes I do put out those bonuses ones. I'm working out a bonus reading at the moment, so we'll see what happens with that. Didn't do the April readings, decided to come off YouTube just for a few weeks and stuff. Let's have a look at what's coming in for May 2018 for Leo and Love. What's coming in for Leo and Love in May 2018? Show me Leo and Love in May 2018. Show me what's coming in for May 2018 for Leo in their love lives. Show me what's coming in May 2018 for Leo and Love. Show me May 2018 for Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Show me May 2018 for Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs and Love. Show me. Alright, so we're going to split the deck into three like so. Leo, 1, 2, 3. And remember that tarot is subjective. So you read tarot. If you're going to do tarot, guys, do it in the way that feels comfortable to you. There's no hard and fast rules to how you read tarot. So, let's have a look. What's good? 10 of Wands reversed. There's a release of a burden showing here. That's the energy around you, guys. That's such a good card to see, Leo, because 10 of Wands in the reverse is actually releasing a burden. It's releasing something that's been dogging you for a long, long time. So I'm seeing the release of a burden here. What's influencing this? Well, the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Some of you might be leaving a relationship. Ace of Cups in the reverse shows either somebody who's emotionally unavailable. It can show a draining situation as well. So it might be what's influencing this releasing of this burden is that there was a draining situation around you guys, or draining of love. Sometimes this can be leaving a relationship. The root issue for the 10 of Wands shows here. Wow, we've got some lovely cards, Leo. Devil reverse. So this is about when you get the devil reverse in terms of love, sometimes this is about karma being paid. So the karmic tie is now broken with the devil card in the reverse. But also devils usually show up when in terms of relationships, when there's an obstacle. So you might face massive problems when you get a devil card in the upright. So there was a problem here. If it was in the upright, sometimes this can be arguments, toxic energy, abuse. Somebody who's very manipulative can show as a devil energy. It might be that somebody's loosening their hold over you. It might simply be that you've overcome or released a pretty difficult toxic situation. In the recent past, the 9 of Coins in the reverse, why is that showing up as a reversal? Because the 9 of Coins reversed means a lack of independence, loss of independence. So some of you guys have experienced loss of independence for some reason, 9 of Coins in the reverse. Or this can be to want to commit, but it's interesting. We'll see what that's about. The most likely outcome for love for May 2018. Yep, there's a King of Swords around you guys. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, male or female. We'll see what comes up with that. Coming in, the immediate future shows, right, so I think that you're going to have options here, the 2 of Coins. It can either be options between two people with that 2 of Coins energy. I'm going to, when we get the clarifiers, I'm going to ask what the options are about, or what the 2 of Coins is about. Or it can be weighing up its options, okay, with the 2 of Coins. You guys, the external factors are showing the 3 of Cups, okay. So I think that you guys are involved in, this could be a reconciliation with the 3 of Cups showing in the upright, but it can also be about harmony and balanced relationships, might be in your external factors, which is why you're releasing a burden, 10 of Wands in the reverse, because the root issue is about the devil in the reverse. And I think that something now has come full circle in terms of a situation. I'm no longer seeing a toxic situation here for you guys. I think that something has dispersed, and I think that it has finally loosened its effects on you, whatever that was. The only thing is the 9 of Coins in the reverse. That can be loss of money, though, when you get the 9 of Coins. Loss of security in the recent past. We'll see what that's about. Influences Ace of Cups in the reverse. You might decide to leave a relationship with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, but you've got the most likely outcome being a King of Swords. Options here with the 2 of Coins. Limbo coming in for you guys. Hanged Man. Hopes, the Magician, start afresh, create something new, manifest something new, miracles, Magician. What's the outcome? 4 of Cups in the reverse. I see you giving up on something here entirely and entering a new phase with the 4 of Cups in the reverse. Leo, let's get some clarifiers on these areas. Why is Leo showing us the 3 of Cups? Why is the external factors for Leo? Could be third party as well. Why is the external factors showing us the Three of Cups for Leo in May 2018? The Eight of Coins, because of the Eight of Coins. I think, you know, this is a love reading. So the Eight of Coins is often the card that shows you focusing on something. So this is focusing on a relationship, putting a lot of effort in. And I think that there has been a celebration here. I think there's happiness. It could be there's a reconciliation. This could be about wanting to work on a relationship with an individual. So the Eight of Coins is all about putting hard work into something, showing here. Yeah, I think that there's a... I'll see what the Eight of Coins is about. I'm going to get another card. What's the Eight of Coins about? What's the Eight of Coins about? The Knight of Cups in the reverse. See, the Knight of Cups reverse means your heart's not in it. It means broken promises. So you guys are celebrating here because you've decided to focus on a Knight of Cups in the reverse because of the Knight of Cups in the reverse. I think that you've decided to put some hard work and effort into a relationship here. One in which, with the Knight of Cups being about this, because this card here is what you're putting the hard work and effort into. And we're asking, well, what's the hard work and effort about? The Knight of Cups in the reverse. But it's funny because the Knight of Cups in the reverse shows somebody who doesn't want to offer love. They don't want to extend their feelings. They hide their feelings, or they're not opening up, or they're breaking promises. So you guys here, you're celebrating. I think there's been some form of an agreement, I would say, with this Three of Cups here. I think that the external factors are showing a harmonious agreement. And that agreement is putting the effort. And what are you putting the effort into? A relationship in perhaps there's no love. Somebody's not expressing themselves. They're not showing love. I think that you've agreed to try and resolve a difficult emotional situation in a relationship here. Because the root cause of this is the devil. And why is the root cause the devil? Why is the root cause for this relationship, this situation, the devil? Well, yeah, it's about the Eight of Swords. So this is about releasing the ties, the chains. And what's it about? The Eight of Swords. This could be about a mental blockage or the way that you've been thinking. Okay, this could also be being trapped to someone or something from the past, so, or to situations maybe from the past with that Six of Cups energy. So I do feel that, and if I pick up little cards just to look, I'm not always going to place them down because I want to see if they make sense. So I'll always stop when the following card doesn't make sense anymore. So the devil, the root issue is all about releasing a chain, and this chain is about the Eight of Swords, something that you were bound and tied to. And what were you tied to? The past. Alright, this is about releasing old patterns of behaviour, okay, and this is why I think that you guys are wanting to work on something. Work on a relationship with a person in which both of you found it possibly emotionally difficult to give. Alright, maybe you want to work on a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancerian individual, Knight of Cups energy reverse. Somebody who's not been so forthcoming, not been so open, and not been so honest with you, and has let you down consistently. But I think there's an agreement to try and repair this here, because the Age of Pentacles can be to repair as well, this Knight of Cups in the reverse, because this is all about breaking those bonds, or breaking those chains, or breaking those patterns from the past. In the recent past, you guys would have experienced the Nine of Coins in the reverse. And why has Leo experienced the Nine of Coins in the reverse? Well, the Ten of Coins. It's because of the Ten of Coins. So you guys, I think that you've lost I think in the recent past, some of you guys have possibly lost your sense of self with that Nine of Coins in the reverse. I mean, we've got two Pentacle cards here, two financial cards. But I think that you have lost your sense of self in terms of building this relationship with this person, the Ten of Coins. Because Ten of Coins is all about building a long-term relationship that has wealth on many layers. In many layers. So wealth in terms of, children playing in the garden, in terms of family coming around, eating supper on a Saturday night, watching TV together. It's about building that solid, strong, warm relationship. And I think that you guys have experienced a lot of independence in terms of building this relationship. So it almost feels like to me in the recent past, you guys have really been giving all to this relationship in these two areas here. But I feel that what's influencing you this month is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And why is the influence for Leo this month the Ace of Cups reverse? Show me. Well, there's Ace of Wands. It's because of the Ace of Wands. What's influencing you is, I mean, it looks like you're trying in these areas. It really does, because you've got the Three of Cups in your external factors. That's balance, that's harmony, that's an agreement. That's an emotional agreement here showing up. When you get the Three of Cups, it's people coming together and celebrating, and it looks like in your external factors there's been a celebration. And that celebration has been on you guys focusing or working towards the Eight of Cups in the Eight of Pentacles. Well, what are you working towards? The Knight of Cups in the reverse. But then, it's having said that, it could be that you're working towards keeping yourself apart from an individual, or possibly removing yourself emotionally. So maybe you guys are actually working towards, I think that you're actually, when I look at this spread again, I think that you're working on keeping yourself emotionally distanced from this individual with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I do. Actually, that makes more sense to me. I actually think that you're, because this is what you're working on. Well, what is it you're working on? The Knight of Cups in the reverse. That's why it didn't make any sense. Yeah, the Knight of Cups in the reverse is all about emotional unavailability. Alright, so I think that you're working towards emotionally distancing yourself with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Not being so emotionally open, not being so tactile, what's the word that I'm looking for, demonstrative with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, because the root issue is you want to break a pattern from the past. The devil is to release a toxic situation, release change. And what are those chains about? The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is about repetitive thinking, or a block, or a trap. And what is that trap about? The past. So this is about breaking. You guys know, I think, in these areas that you've got to break a pattern from the past, which is why you're working towards the Knight of Cups in the reverse. And what are you working on? The Knight of Cups in the reverse. I think that you're working on being more emotionally unavailable to this individual, because you want to break a situation. You want to break a pattern from the past. But the recent past, you've found that you've not been able to pursue that, probably with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, because you've become you've experienced a lack of independence in this way here because of the family. So I think that there's still something that you're still locked into. So you've not been able to go and do these things because you've got responsibilities. This is lack of independence because of the Ten of Coins, the family, the things that you've got to pay towards, the money that you've got, the responsibilities that you have in this relationship with that Ten of Coins energy showing there. You know, it's almost like you'll worry less, the Nine of Swords in the reverse, if you just give in to the situation with the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Because the Nine of Swords in the reverse means not to worry, and the Seven of Wands in the reverse means to give in. See, here you want to break a pattern, and you want to work towards being more, not so giving, because the Knight of Cups in the reverse can mean, well, I'm not going to give everything to you all the time. I'm going to focus, you know, this is almost like this is a card about selfishness, so you're working on becoming more selfish, I would say, with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, because you want to break patterns from the past. But you found that some of you guys, Leo, have not been able to do that in terms of love, because you find that you have your feet in the recent past. You've lost the independence. You've not been able to be independent enough to focus on those matters because of the family. Ten of Pentacles energy, and you say, you know what? It's just going to be less of a hassle, less of a worry, if I just give in. You know, I know that here I want to be more selfish in terms of this relationship, but it's not possible, probably because you've got children, that type of thing, mortgage, whatever it is. But you're not able to do it because you've got extenuating circumstances that don't allow you to be more selfish. But what's influencing you is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Some of you guys, it might be that you're feeling very drained. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Why are you feeling drained? Maybe there's a lack of passion in this relationship with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Alright, because Ace of Wands reverse can be a lack of passion, or a lack of fire, or a lack of interest, or a lack of excitement. So it might be that what's influencing the situation this month is that you're falling out of love with the Ace of Cups. Maybe for some of you guys, maybe you guys want to leave, Ace of Cups in the reverse, or maybe you're feeling emotionally drained because there's a lack of passion, a lack of fire, and a lack of, you know, excitement in the relationship. And that's why the focus for you guys is about letting go of a burden with the Ten of Wands in the reverse. And why is the focus for Leo in the month of May 2018 in terms of love, letting go of a burden with the Ten of Wands? What's this about? The Nine of Cups. So this is all about, the focus for you is letting go of a burden. Now, how are you going to do that? What is about this letting go of a burden about? Being happy, the Nine of Cups energy showing here. Happy to look to the future. You've got the Three of Wands showing here. So this is about your focus really for love is letting go of the problems that you found, whatever those problems are within this relationship. Because doing this, it's about the Nine of Cups, manifesting. For some of you guys, this is about partying, networking. Both cards can be networking cards. This person is kind of expanding and, you know, making more friends, for example, with that Three of Wands. And you are looking towards the star. So you're looking towards having miracles come to you, manifesting the greatest. Or so you're looking towards, some of you guys, and I mean, it is interesting because the star is an Aquarius person and so is the King of Swords. So it might be, I'm not saying that you're going to have an extramarital affair if some of you are involved in marriage, but there might be the case of that. Because the way that you handle this situation, because what I'm seeing here is that some of you guys want to be a bit selfish. You're not able to do it here because of extenuating circumstances, family circumstances, Ten of Pentacles. And you just say, you know what, in order for me not to worry, I might as well just surrender to the idea that I'm just going to be in this situation for God knows how long. But what's influencing you this month is that you feel a sense of you're very emotionally drained because there's a lack of passion here. So as a result of that, the focus for the month for you guys is, how do I let go of the pressure? Well, I let go of the pressure by the Nine of Cups, perhaps going out and partying, perhaps looking towards manifesting somebody else, the star, another individual, for example, or what you, because whenever the Three of Wands looks in a direction, that's what it's looking for. It's looking for the star. It's looking to manifest or looking to maybe network with other people. In order to manifest goals and manifest wishes and bring in, you know, something really good and maybe even healing with the star energy. But these are all amazing cards, and they're all three manifestation cards as well. Nine of Cups talks about wishes coming true, and it's true, it is a manifestation card of good luck. Three of Wands is your ships coming in, and the star card is also a manifestation. It's about miracles manifesting. So you're looking for a miracle here. The most likely outcome will be a King of Swords. And why is the most likely outcome the King of Swords for Leo? Why is the most likely outcome the King of Swords? Right, so the Tower card talks about an unstable energy, showing the Tower here. Oh, and the Ten of Swords, because of the Ten of Swords. The most likely outcome, for some of you guys, it could be divorce. King of Swords can be a legal person within the tarot. Okay, so most likely outcome could be a legal individual coming in, that King of Swords energy. And you might be looking towards a star, somebody who knows exactly what they're doing, somebody who's very proficient, very well known in their profession, with the Three of Wands looking towards that star, and it would show as this King of Swords energy. So you might be looking for some legal assistance here, because the situation is all about a break of the Tower. So this is about breaking up that foundation because of the Ten of Swords, not being able to take any more. Not being able to, you know, deal with any more, because you're feeling pressure, but you're just feeling that everything, and this is only in the most severest of cases. Otherwise, the King of Swords, I think, is somebody around you, but he or she is showing as a King of Swords because this is about being honest and being open. You know, this is what the King of Swords is. So the most likely outcome is whatever your ideas are, whatever you've been thinking, you're really going to need to be open and be honest and be fair and be just about it, because the situation is all about, you know, this Tower, and it might not be a breakup. It might be that you feel, for some of you Leos, really unstable within yourself because of the Ten of Swords, feeling so pressured and so overwhelmed by everyone and everything. You almost lose sight of who you are in the situation. Coming in, you're going to experience this Two of Coins. And what's the Two of Coins about? What's this Two of Coins about? Show me. Oh, Two of Cups. So this is, the situation is about a relationship. So you're weighing something up, or there's two people, you're playing the field, or you're considering maybe playing the field. It's to do with the Two of Cups. But the Sun is reversed here. So it's a relationship that seems to, see, the sun's going down. Whenever I see the sun in the reverse, it reminds me of death. It's not so bad, but it reminds me of death. It reminds me of a relationship in which the sun is going down on it. A relationship is slowly but surely decreasing. It's slowly on its way out with the sun in the reverse. And I think that you guys will be in the immediate future weighing things up with the Two of Pentacles, Leo. You know, it's either or, yes or no, because I think that this relationship, the Two of Cups, the feelings, the shared connection with the sun energy in the reverse is slowly starting to fade, because the sun in reverse, remember, the sun goes down, so it's starting to fade. The connection that you had with this person is actually starting to fade with the sun in the reverse. But what you'd experience coming in is the Hanged Man. And why is the Hanged Man showing up as the influences coming in for Leo? The Nine of Wands in the reverse is all about giving up on tension, letting go of the tension energy showing up here, and you know, withdrawing. So I think that you guys, I think what you'd experience coming in, it's either you or the other person will put things on hold for a little bit in May 2018. You might take a little bit of a brief break if you do live with this individual, because you've got these energies here. And I think it's just giving up on the letting go of the tension by, with the Hermit energy, seeking another path, or just withdrawing from a little bit with that Hermit energy. And I think it's because with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, you're looking at loss. Just pulled another card, and wherever the Hermit faces, this is what he's looking into, the Ace of Coins in the reverse. And the Ace of Coins reverse means loss. A venture that's not successful. So this is about, you know, giving up on the tension, because you guys are looking towards maybe some form of a failure in this relationship. So this is what you experience, is putting things on hold for a bit, things being put up in limbo, and just taking that little bit of time out. Some of you guys might be going on holiday, or just having a bit of distance from someone here, because what you want to do is release the tension. And you release that, you want to release the tension, because what you're looking at as the Hermit is this relationship, the Ace of Coins in the reverse, not being able to flourish. Possibly not being able to go all the way, because the Ace of Coins I see in the upright as being the seed. It's the little seed that's put into the ground so that you can sprout a big oak tree. And trees represent family tradition, family tree. So this is all about building a relationship for the long term. But in the reverse, this is like a tree that's died, or a seed that has not sprouted. It's like the Ace of Wands. Hopes would be the Magician. And why would the hopes for Leo be the Magician? Why would the hopes for Leo be the Magician? Well, because of justice. So justice is, and temperance, which is nice. So justice is about the temperance card. So it's about you guys wanting to have a fair and balanced relationship. And that's because of temperance, the hope that you can work things through, the hope that you can find a way to cooperate with the temperance energy. But the outcome is the Four of Cups. And why is the outcome showing as the Four of Cups? Why is the outcome showing as being the Four of Cups for Leo for love in May 2018? Oh, that tried to flip out. Did you see it? Tried to flip out, and I put it back in the deck and it come out again. That's because the Aries Emperor. So the Emperor is, I mean, this can be somebody who, when you get Emperors, they want to stabilise a relationship, but also they're bosses, and they're people who really feel that they are at the forefront of everything, and they don't feel that they need to compromise with anyone. Well, what is it about the Emperor? The Eight of Cups in the reverse. There's a person here, and it's because of the Eight of Cups in the reverse. I think that you're finding stability again with the Emperor energy, and it's because of the Eight of Cups in the reverse, not able to move on with that Eight of Cups in the reverse. And coming out of a comfort zone, the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, is almost too overwhelming for some of you guys. So I think that you give up on the, some of you guys with the Four of Cups in the reverse, I think that what this is reading and what this is saying, Leo, is that you give up on the opportunity to make a change in your life with the Four of Cups in the reverse. And I think it's because there's a person around you, an Emperor energy showing up here, but who is in, maybe this is somebody that you can't leave with the Eight of Cups. So it might be that this person is somebody that you can't leave with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, and coming out of a comfort zone leaves you feeling very overwhelmed. But also I feel that this could be about the Emperor finding stability in where you are at the moment. And I think that this stability is based on you guys with the Eight of Cups in the reverse not having a clear direction, because the Eight of Cups in the upright is all about having a clear direction and saying, this at the back is what I don't want, and this in the front is what I do want. But in the reverse, this can also be about not having that clear direction. And why is that? Because the Four of Pentacles, coming out of that comfort zone, the comfort zone is within the home here, the Ten of Pentacles, that you lose your identity into, because this is a loss of identity as well. Nine of Coins in the reverse to the family. All right, it's easier, Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords in the reverse, just to give in, you know. And you do this here, Leo. You say, actually, I don't think I'll go for the new opportunity, because here you're doing it. Here you're examining and you're looking for new opportunities for release. And this is what it's all about. But in the end, some of you guys don't do it because you feel that there's more stability here. Possibly, if you stay, the Eight of Cups. This is about you feeling with the Emperor energy. You can be read it also as an energy that maybe the relationship with the Emperor will stabilise itself if you stay, the Eight of Cups in the reverse, because coming out of your comfort zone or letting go of the security that you have, because the Four of Pentacles reverse can mean a loss of security and stability, especially financial, is something that feels very overwhelming with the Strength card in the reverse. So I think that you guys are staying in, if this resonates with any of you, I think you are staying in something this month, in May 2018. I mean, we'll get this reading again. I think that it's really interesting. I really like this reading, actually. I think for you, Leos, that this resonates for love in 2018. I think that you are, with this Three of Cups, I think that you've made some form of an agreement with the Self, with others, perhaps with Three of Cups, but also you seem to be very overjoyed and happy that you're going to decide to work on with the Eight of Pentacles, being a little bit more selfish with the Knight of Cups energy in the reverse, because the root issue for you is about letting go of those chains, the Devil energy in the reverse, and those chains are about being stuck and feeling trapped in the past. So what you guys really want to do is become more selfish and break these patterns that you've built up within this particular relationship with this individual. But I think that in the recent past there hasn't been so much of this. I think that you've lost yourself, you've lost this identity with the Nine of Coins in the reverse into building this relationship or building this family or within the family, and you feel to yourself, well, you know, I would worry less if I just surrendered to it and just accepted things the way that they are. You recognize that there's something within you that wants some form of a change here, Leo, but I think that you're too afraid to do it. You're too afraid to do it. It's either because you like the warmth, not so much the warmth of, well, I think there can't be a lot of warmth because you've got these, well, no, I mean, there might still be warmth, but you seem to have got yourself into a groove, you see, with these energies here. It doesn't always have to be, you know, doom and gloom and nastiness and all the rest of it. But let's talk frank, let's talk plain. Sometimes this is just everyday things. Sometimes this is, you know, we finish work on a Friday night and we sit in with a bottle of wine and we watch TV or a comedy and we go to bed and then we get up and we do the shopping on a Saturday and we go and see friends, and then on a Sunday we have the family round, and sometimes that pattern can get really, really boring for some people, and it leaves some people saying, well, what else is there? And that might simply be it here for some of you guys, Leo, that you're saying, well, what else is there? We seem to, I want to be a bit more selfish, I seem to give everything, you know, and it's almost just for argument's sake, let's just, you know, it's almost in the recent past, he says, you know what, I won't have any worries here if I just give in. You know, if I just give in, because I'm losing my identity in having to build this relationship, having to, you know, work towards the perfect relationship, the perfect family situation, work for the kids. But where is my identity? And you seem to want to do this here, but you don't do it here because you give everything over again to what you said you didn't want to give everything over to here. And what's influencing you this month is you say, well, you know, the Ace of Cups in the reverse, I feel emotionally drained by the lack of excitement. And I think it is, for some of you... Excuse me. Oh, I'll have to get a drink in a minute. I think I'll just quickly get a drink. Just bear with me. Sorry about that, Leo. I just got really bad. My throat was very dry. I've been talking all morning on these videos. So, yeah, I mean, I think that you are feeling what's influencing you in May 2018 is that you're feeling emotionally drained because there's a lack of passion with the Ace of Wands energy. So it might be that you have you don't have much of a sex life with this individual. It might be with the Ace of Wands in the reverse, there's a lack of excitement and a lack of stimulation with the Ace of Wands in reverse. And that's why the energy around you guys is I think, Leo, focusing on that Ten of Wands and saying, you know what, actually, I'm going to take matters into my own hands and find a way to resolve this situation. And I think that the resolution with this Ten of Wands in the reverse, well, what's the situation about? How are you going to resolve the situation? Well, the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is feeling happy, it's feeling joyful, it's feeling emotionally content. I think that this is you guys feeling really happy and feeling really confident with that Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups energy, in terms of looking towards manifesting the star, manifesting your greatest hopes and your greatest wishes. Because I do feel that you do love an individual here, Leo, but I just feel that it's almost like you've lost yourself in the situation, you've lost your identity, and you've lost who you are. And I think the most likely outcome will be, I mean, I could have read it as really, really dire, and you still could, because the most likely outcome, King of Swords can be seen as somebody who emotionally detaches, yes, but I think the most likely outcome will be something based on the person that you're with. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra person maybe, but this person who's being really sensible, and this person's being really just. Because I think that the most likely outcome is that this person has an issue. Because they're showing up as the most likely outcome. And when it shows a king or a queen or a person card, it doesn't really explain much about what the most likely outcome is, except for the most likely outcome is very much based on them. And this is based on who they are. So the most likely outcome is about a King of Swords. And why is this person showing up? Because this person feels a great sense of instability with the the Tower. So this person's showing up because of the Tower. And the Tower is talking about chaos. And what's the chaos about? The Ten of Swords. So it might just be that you're spouting something off to this person. Because the King of Swords is a very just individual and very fair individual, this person's trying to do a little bit of damage control here. I think that you've got someone, I think that you guys are really going to be saying something to an individual. I think it's all going to come out, and I think that this person's going to be trying to do as much damage limitation, damage control as they possibly can do. Coming in, you'll experience the Two of Pentacles, and I think with the Two of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles can be that you're balancing two relationships. I don't think that's the case here. But the Two of Pentacles can be that you're trying to get things back onto a footing. And I think that you are trying to get something back onto an even keel here. You're trying to find that balance again with the Two of Coins energy. This can also be showing us in the immediate future there's going to be instability with the Two of Coins energy here. And the situation is about a connection here that seems to be fading. It seems to be dwindling, I feel, with the Sun in the reverse. Coming in, what you'll experience is the Hanged Man. So I think that you guys will experience some form of limbo in the relationship, some form of limitation, some form of stagnation in this relationship. Also the need to take a step back and to look at the situation from a particular perspective with the Hanged Man, and just to surrender to the situation as it is and not to force anything, because I think that the situation is about releasing tension here by releasing tension, and that releasing tension is by really looking at this relationship and whether and what you're doing with the Hermit is looking towards the Ace of Coins in the reverse. So he's researching into a relationship, I feel, that possibly doesn't have a potential for growth, for example, with the Ace of Coins in the reverse. So he's looking at not committing, for example. So it might be that you're in limbo because the situation is about letting go of the tension by withdrawing and looking at maybe just giving up on the relationship with the Ace of Coins in the reverse. But I think the hopes for you, Leos, is, well, I would hope with the Magician energy that there could be something new that starts to manifest in this relationship, a miracle, because the Magician is a miracle worker. So the hopes would be for a miracle, and I think the situation is about finding that balance and harmony again through the Justice card, through working through the issues with the Temperance energy. And the outcome, I feel, is that as a result of all this energy, you guys decide to give up on the opportunity maybe to do something new or do something else with the Four of Cups in the reverse, because I feel that the stability that you find with this individual, you can't leave. There's a very important person I would also call the Emperor that you guys aren't willing to leave at the moment with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, because I feel that a lot of this is also based on, if you left this person, there would be a loss of stability here, not just financial, but just security overall, that would leave you feeling very, very overwhelmed. The idea of going it alone for some of you guys just leaves you feeling very, very overwhelmed, because in a way this person is your rock, but I get the impression that you just want things to change between you and this individual. You want a change to the same old mundanity of whatever this relationship is. So I feel that you are looking for a change to the mundanity of a relationship rather than looking for a complete way out of it, even though sometimes you feel angry. I get the impression, Leo, you're looking for a change in the mundanity of this relationship. and you decide really, well, I'd rather be with this person than without them in the outcome. Let's get the advice cards for you guys. So, Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Leo in the month of May 2018? What's that one? Chemistry. Tried to flick out. Did you see that? There's a strong magnetic attraction between you, and there is. You've got the Justice and the Temperance energy here. You can't say anything more than that. Justice is a balanced, a finely balanced and in tune relationship. One that is meant to be. It's a soulmate card. And the Temperance energy is also a soulmate card, because this represents a finely balanced relationship. Two opposing forces that complement each other. Both cards talk about balanced relationships, and you have the magnetism of the Magician energy. So there is definitely a chemistry between you and this individual, Leo, but it's finding a way to come out, because you want to break patterns here, but you find yourself just getting consumed within the everyday, I think, within this relationship, and you think, you know, in order to avoid arguments, I'll just give up and just surrender it. But it's not what you don't want to do that, because what's influencing you is the Ace of Cups, feeling emotionally overwhelmed, emotionally drained, because there's no desire and there's no excitement with the Ace of Wands. You know, and that's what you want to get back. So it's all about finding that way to do that in the month of May 2018. And this is a good start. It's an excellent start, actually. So, yeah, it's brilliant, because you're not looking for anything else. Four of Cups in the reverse. There's somebody who around you is very stable, I think, this Emperor. Even though this person might be very boring for some of you guys, this person does show stability as an Emperor, and you're not willing to walk away from that with the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Because I think that giving up this stability would make you guys feel with the strength. You wouldn't have your strength there. You wouldn't have the person that really grounds you. I think that for you, Leo, because you've got a bit of a wild side, we know that Leos can have a wild side. And this is you, actually, strength in the reverse. This is you, strength in the reverse. So you might be letting your ego overtake you, you know, because you are the Leo, the lion. And you're in the reverse. So in the reverse, this Leo person is overtaking strength. So it's allowing your desires and your ego to overtake the common sense part of you. So it's almost like with the Four of Coins, if you were to let go of this stability, it would be, well, it would be suicidal. It's suicide to do that with strength in the reverse, because you allow your ego and your desires to overtake the common sense part of you here within this card. So I get it, you know, and that's why this card is showing it. So there's chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction between you and this individual, but it's all about how you're going to fine tune and work out the energy in May 2018. Alright, that's your reading, Leos. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Take care.